Elvira, Samara, Kavinia, Crystal and Junella. Island girls, oh yeah. Island girls. Sweet little island girls, 5 girls from Antigua. Back to Antigua, we'll do Island girls. Make history, yes girls, because we believe in you, we believe in you. Show the world what you can do as Antiguan girls, united, motivated and proud. All Antigua shouting aloud. Anything you want us to do, we do for you, so true.
It's a sense of relief and accomplishment just being back. It's great to be around family. No offense, guys, but it's nice to talk to other people. Yeah, it's just really good to be around friends and family, and everywhere we go, there are people just, wanting to give us hugs, get autographs, take pictures. So we just really appreciate the welcome that Antigua has, presented for us.
Relief to be here on land, and of course, yes, around family and friends, especially the close-knit family that we are here, and speaking to my son and stuff like that. The last time conversation I had with my son before coming home, he was asked me if he had anything to tell me, and he was like, yes, I'm ready for you to come home, I miss you. So I'm pretty much happy to be here.
Overjoyed, relief, finally back on land. Of course, first and foremost, with family and friends, and my daughter just came today. So that's the highlight of being home right now. But privacy of a bathroom. Happy to have a hot shower, flushing toilets, hot food, cold drinks, and a warm bed to sleep in.
For me, just like the others, I'm relieved to be home. It's still a bit surreal. You still wake up wondering if you're dreaming or you're still rowing, and you're just, because for me, I had a lot of moments where I kind of zoned out and I was just rowing and thinking about being at home. So now that we're actually home, it's kind of surreal, but I'm happy to be among family and friends on dry land, not wobbling, not squatting over a bucket, not being woken up every 2 hours or jumping up an hour into my rest thinking it's my time. So,
or one of those days when you wake up, when you've already had the dream that you're home, when you wake up and realize I have to row. It's my shift.
I don't think we realize the impact that we've had because we've been just so focused on the journey and the mission of trying to complete it. So like you said, it's still a bit weird is the word, you know, weird when random people kind of get a picture, you know, but we are learning to welcome and embrace it as best as we can, and we'll continue.
Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. When Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. When Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. When Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. When Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. Jesus said, nobody can say no. When Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no. When Jesus said, nobody can say no. Said, nobody can say no.
One of our main goals while doing this was to raise awareness. Raise awareness for what we're doing and why we're doing it. And the main fact, people keep walking up to us every minute asking for a photograph and stuff like that. It means we did accomplish our goal. I'm happy about that. Very, very, very happy. The rock star thing for me, that hasn't set in. I don't feel like a rock star. I feel humbled and privileged. Yes, tired and beaten up as well, but I feel humble and privileged that people actually see me in that light. I really just wanted to raise awareness and put my country on the map and my race, everything that we were going for basically, and I'm glad that we raised that awareness.
I can't believe so many people are so excited about this. It's incredible. And I love how with school kids, they just keep coming up, the young ones, you know, talking about, you know, how they're going to grow in when they grow up and stuff like that. I think that's really, really special. So I think we did something amazing by inspiring the youth and also inspiring some of the older generations as well. It's just touching everyone. It's touching everyone.
One of the goals was to voluntarily retrace this particular journey, and doing this voluntarily, it also was sort of a healing and a cleanse, you know, that we were able to do this without being forced to do it, and we did it successfully.
We knew it was going to be a historic role because we're the first black people ever to, well, not the first black people, but well, the first black people to willingly go across black team
To participate in this
to
race.
participate to walk any ocean. But I don't think we understood how big it was gonna be. And I mean, just from the welcome that we had coming in, we knew that, okay, we're gonna have a good turnout, but we did not expect the country to be shut down half a day. We didn't expect all the politicians to come out, the school kids. We can't thank them enough because before we left, we did do school tours, and we tried to go as much school as we possibly could, and just to see the children come out, their parents, and you know, the admiration that they have for us, the love that they're showing us. We did not expect it to be this big, and I don't really know if I'm ready for this life-changing thing, but I mean, we're just gonna take it in strides and one day at a time and enjoy it. And of course, we just hope that it brings more awareness to the cause, because there are many young girls in Antigua that are being abused, whether physically, sexually, emotionally, being abandoned, neglected, don't have proper education, proper homes, and we just want to create a space where these young ladies can feel safe and also thrive, reintegrate into society, get them proper counseling, of course without all the stigma and the finger pointing that comes with that. So
We are the chosen generation. All for the show is excellent. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am.
Oh, adventure.
I would say adrenaline, driven, and I've definitely felt proud because I had my flag on my back.
Great.
So of course, anxious of the unknown, but still fearless, even though anxious because we had a goal. And the third word would be, determined. Yes, determined to achieve our goal, even though it didn't happen.
For me, I think my first word would be focused. I was so focused on the task at hand and the goal that I wasn't even paying attention to the other teams. I didn't care who they were, what their mission was. I just knew our mission, and that was my focus. Second word would probably be determined. Determined to beat the records that were there. Determined to make it all the way home, come hell or high water. Determined to prove the people, even in Antigua, that didn't think that we could do it, that we actually could. And I think my third word would be Antiguan. I just knew that these 4 Antiguan young ladies were gonna do something really big regardless, and all that was in my head was my country and the people of my country, and just getting home to them safely and doing them proud.
We ask you to honor their faithfulness, Father, because they could have given up, but they were resolute, they were determined. And God, we thank you for their faithfulness. So we ask you to bless them and honor them, Father God. We pray in the name of Jesus that, and we declare over their lives that their best days are ahead of them. And we pray that the goodness of God would overshadow them, the loving kindness and the tender mercies of God would overshadow them and their families. Tonight may heaven open, oh God, over each and every one of them. We pray that the heavens will smile upon them and that the Spirit of God will pour out a special blessing upon their lives. As we commit them into your hands, in the name of Jesus, Father, thank you again.
My first few hours were spent steering the boat, and I missed a lot of the start because I was focused on just getting out the channel and just going to the first waypoint.
The first 2 hours, we were just actually, since we were the 4th boat out, my concern was staying ahead, because when you start, you're a target. So I was just trying to just motivate them. Let's stay in sync. Let's be powerful on our start. Let's try and get ahead as far as we can, so that they have to work together. So no, the first couple hours, like you said, we were actually focused on getting ahead and staying ahead.
We were all just focused on like pushing hard at the task at hand. We wanted to be in the lead and stay in the lead. Like Vivi said, she who knows the way leads the way. We just wanted to just lead all the way.
I think I was determined to catch the boats ahead of us, and it felt really good when we passed Rover ALS. We do love Rover ALS, but it didn't matter as long as we passed the boat.
Yes.
That just felt good. We would take whatever small wins they were, and it really did feel good.
It did.
It felt good, and it was like, okay, let's go for the next one. And I feel like as if we've had that spirit as well throughout the whole trip. Whenever we had an opportunity to pass another boat, it was like, yes, this is good. Let's go for the next one. It was just very an exciting feeling, one that just empowered us again to just keep driving. Yeah,
and the thing with this race is we really had to work really hard, because there wasn't a lot of wind. We had more days where we didn't have wind than days. But the thing is, no matter who was in front, we always, even if it was really impossible or it looked far-fetched to pass any other boat, we just kept pushing all the way.
Towards it.
Yeah, listen, they were 100 miles in front of us, and we're going after them. And then we'd catch up, then we fall behind. But the one thing, we never stopped pushing to, pass the other boats. We kept working from the time we went out on the water to the time we got to Antigua. And I think that was a really good, I enjoyed my teammates for that, the hard work.
my best moment I think was seeing the hundreds of dolphins and wanting to jump in the water just to join them. That was like my highlight moment of the trip.
Would you have?
Oh, definitely.
Well, the guys were waiting.
Exactly. Yeah.
I took a video of her put in her disclaimer that she was gonna freely go in the water. So if she didn't come out, at least we had it on camera.
The scariest point
Okay.
was being on my side during our near capsize when I really thought we were going down. I really thought we were just about to flip, and I wasn't sure if we had everything secure, and I was just scared that we wouldn't self-right. And it was pitch black. It was like the worst. The one fear I did really have was almost coming true, where it was capsizing at night, and not only just capsizing at night, but capsizing on a night where there was no moon, so it was pitch black. And so being on the side, and I just had that moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is it, we're about to capsize. And I think that rattled me quite a lot. The girls know that rattled me, and it made all of us paranoid. It made all of us very, very paranoid. So that was my scariest moment.
We're hoping to see whales. That never happened. We thought we heard them at night. But I guess the dolphins, we saw about 60 to 80 dolphins just fly past the boat, three to four different species just go past the boat in different pods, like 2 or 3s, everything just passing us. The low for me, which I think helped push me even harder, when I got the seasickness, after I changed the otter helm on the first day and I got knocked about below, and then I sat down, didn't even know I was sick. The seasickness began about day 3. When Eli called to find out how we were doing and asked how I was doing, and they told him I was still sick. And then he said, well, if she's not getting any better, I might have to pull out the race. And I said to myself, there's no way, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's on, but there's no way that's gonna happen. So I sat in the cabin, forced myself to eat, because I couldn't eat for 3 days. Everything I ate came up, electrolytes, water, a piece of orange, anything. I lay down, ate 2 slices of pizza, and put a tablet down that he said was supposed to suppress the vomit. Because I was on my head, I'm like, there's no way after all of the sponsorship that we received, all the children that we've inspired, all these different people that are believing in us, supporting in us. And like I said, I wanted to put the country on the map. There's no way I was going to quit.
Yeah.
There was too much riding on it.
Yeah.
So that for me would have been my low, but also that helped me to push hard. There was no way I was giving up.
High point, being a competitive athlete with goals to achieve. When we actually did have the wins, despite our seasickness and our going way south, and we started to make gains. That was my high point, coming from 27 to
19.
30. Well, yeah, we started
19.
going up.
27,
And then-
26, then 19.
Right, so that was my high point when we started to finally make gains to achieve our goals. I was really happy about that,
Right.
and had great expectations during that time. So that was my high point, because I actually saw, okay, finally we'll be competitive. Yeah, we'll be in a position that we can compete to achieve our goals. So my low point after that, basically, the scary point was what Crystal said, was the near capsize and the seasickness, because I had it not as bad as ever for about a day and a half. My low point was when our auto helm completely failed, and when we called for assistance and they said, basically, we can't help you, you need to hand steer. That is one of the most difficult things to do, and what that means also, I can't row. That means only one person can row. So that means we're going to now go slow, not achieve our goal, because only Sam and I would have to steer, and one of them row. So not only now we're losing speed and power, it is very difficult to stay by hand.
Tedious.
Very difficult, because it's not like a car that goes straight. The waves are pushing you one way, the wind is pushing you one way, so you always have to be consciously paying attention to your direction and moving to compensate for the wind and wave trying to send you off course. So it was very difficult. It was a down moment. The first time I fell asleep, started to nod off during a day shift, was after a whole night of hand steering because it's mentally. When you're going, you have to think about it. Your physical, body just go into motion. But with the hand steering, it was mentally draining. And that was a low point because it just meant if there wasn't a solution, like the race organizers basically said to us, that meant it was going to take us a lot longer to get home, going one person at a time.
Going into Nelson's dockyard, first of all, hearing the roar from the crowd before you even see them was like, "There's that much people in there." Then once we got around the super yachts and got into that little corner that they have for us and seeing the multitude, it was like Jesus and the disciples coming in and all the people following for the fish and the bread. The multitude. So it was like so much people. I mean, we knew that Antiguans were going to turn up, but we did not expect that number to, I don't think English Harbour, Nelson's Dockyard could hold so much people.
Cruise ships.
So that was my highlight, seeing the love and support from our friends, family, well-wishers. And that was just really a great moment for me. My low point is a little bit different from everybody's low point, only I think Crystal knows about it. One night we were on shift, and like days before that, I kept rowing and having, sometimes I'd be stuck like that because I'm seeing a person standing in front of me. I'm not crazy. I kept seeing this man standing in front of me, and I'm like, I can't row because the person is right there. And then I had this friend that died.
Yeah.
And I never really grieved his death. And one day, there was like the birds just kept coming every day. And I was just sat there, and then I just remembered him, and I just started to bawl. Like, cry for maybe about 5 minutes, if so long. And then once I cried for that 5 minutes, I was good after that. I could continue the journey. But I think because I didn't grieve all those years ago, I just needed to purge and then kept rolling. So I think that was the lowest point for me.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Palms rise to the universe as we moonshine and believe. Feel the warmth will never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive, we're like diamonds. I knew that we would become one right away. Right away. At first I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the light so shine bright. Tonight, you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. So, oh, yeah.
No matter if I stumble and fall, I don't stay down at all. Failure, I just cannot condone. On and on as the story goes. What a beautiful tale unfolds. Carnival is the time to show. Bring your pretty colors and come. Then we start to shine like the sun. Give it back to my land. I wanna see your hands up. If you're sitting, stand up. Let me see your flags up. This what we doing it for we nation, yeah. Make a toast and drink up. Now it's time to link up. Show me the unity for Carnival.
we were going into this event, that we're not only representing ourselves, we're not only representing our charity, but on a larger scale, we're representing Antigua and Antiguans. And so every aspect of our life, we rep Antigua. We rep 268 all the way in our clothes. Each of us chose the color of the flag. So I'm blue, Kev's black,
Red.
Elvira is red, Crystal is yellow, Janelle is white. And we all just, wherever we went, whatever function we had to turn out in our flag colors, because we are repping Antigua. And I think that's one of
We didn't want them to forget.
we didn't want to
Yeah.
forget
Because
where
they
we came
imprinted in
from.
their brain.
So anytime we went somewhere, we had a lot of events or a lot of places that we went in the UK, and also when we had our different briefings, from the time we walked in,
Flag.
listen, if we were white, we
Flag.
still knew where we came from, because
Flag.
the flag was there, bam, in your faces. And every time the island girls walked in, you didn't have to ask, where are they from? Because people, as soon as they hear the accent, they say, where are you from, Jamaica? No, we're from Antigua. Check the tights, check the colors of the flag, Antigua to the bone.
Having represented my country in several different sports, I knew how important it was to be identified to the country that you're representing, and the country actually helped us to go out in this race, our sponsors, local sponsors. So it was very, very important for us I was tasked with finding the appropriate attire that will ensure that we did represent every time, anywhere that we went. And so, yeah, it was really, really important for us to show that we are Antiguans and we represent our country and we want to do it well.
We had a responsibility to our country, and we were a national team. We are a national team, and having competed at various international meets, I felt like as if we were doing our country proud, we were doing it justice, and we accomplished what we set out to accomplish, put Antigua on the map in an adventure sport, which is something not many other Caribbean countries or any countries with a predominantly black population have been able to do. And so I think we did incredibly well, and I have to say thanks to Kev for our awesome tights, and which everybody wants. But yeah, I felt like as if we really represented well.
Team Antigua Island girls, run the track. I'm feeling a type of way. I'm feeling a type of way. I'm feeling a type of way. When I'm out on the road, I just get on like a body girl. Music in my head, I just get on like an animal. I just want to get on the road, so God put me in the mood. Plenty night and day. And I just been sweat because the temperature hot. And I roll into the bass and it's big on backs. Nobody come stress me. I'm living young and free every day. The temperature way up. Tell the DJ play music non-stop. The temperature way up. And the speakers start to bump, bump, bump. And the bass and the pumping. Like I want to win something. And the speaker he pumping. Got me want to win something, on something, on something. I come to work on my waistline. Gonna have us a good time. No leaving till the morning come. We ain't gonna party till morning. I don't care if I'm calling. All the girls just want to have fun. And I just been sweat because the temperature. And I roll into the bass and the speaker box. Nobody come stress me. I'm living young and free every day. The temperature, the temperature. Tell the DJ play music non-stop. The temperature way up, and the speakers start, and the bass and the pumping.
Fellas,
Who is more miserable? Male or female? Okay, I'm gonna do the test now. Fellas, if the females always stress you and cuss you for no reason, say woof woof. Hold on now, okay. We can do better than that. Ladies, if the males always stress you and always accuse you of doing something wrong, scream. Somebody turn on the mic. We can turn on the mic. Something wrong there. Let me ask it again. Fellas, if the females are more miserable, say woof woof. Yes, man. Yes. Ladies, if the males stress you for any reason at all, scream. Turn it up. What we say? Stop hollering out my name. They call me name in vain. It's vice versa. Let me hear everybody sing now. He's a robber. Oh. He's a robber. Take a line now. Every day's a problem. Look at what I do, nothing seems to solve them. Girl, you can argue why you love confusion. Look at what I say, everything I do wrong. You see you? Girl, you have me head ache. It's costing out the way, making worse you think you're right. And you're doing it. My God, you trusting me. I might need some therapy. You just embarrass me. There's one thing left to say. Oh my! I can't hear you. Like you want to be devil. I can't hear you. Hold on. If you know the sign, put one on in here. So I tell you, say, don't stress me. Y'all ready to smooth here? Everybody know. Rock. Right now, we're doing this one for the island girls. So at the count of 4, I want to say smooth sailing. 1, 2, 3, go! Hold on. We're doing this one for the island girls. So on the count of 4, yes, a smooth rolling. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, sing. As I come on the west side, the rock inside the side. Hey, what we say? As I come on the west side, the rock inside the side. With you in the front and I sailing right behind. Come with me as we ride along the waves. Put some up in the sun. What we say? I want to get to the waistline. Come here. When the waves at the rock, girl. Yes. No journey is too far. You see right now, I want to give me a nice sexy one. Don't know. Another way. Yes. Anywhere that's fine, the bottom line. We need the same compassion. Trust. In the condition, turn ourselves. And we ride the waves. As I come on the west and the rock inside the side.
Smooth sailing all the way. Now remember why we're here. We are here to celebrate the accomplishment of these 4 women. And of course, we must remember Junella. Junella, we love you as well because you did what you had to do with them. But imagine that, all the way from the Canary Islands.
Yes.
47 days. I still can't get over it.
And what they've really accomplished is amazing, but we really have to keep thanking the persons who made it possible.
Yes.
Life could be better, but I still thank the Father. Life could be worse, but I give thanks unto the Creator. Sometimes I'm feeling down, most times just wanna give up. But the positive vibes of life and my music keeps me alive. So I gotta make the best of it. Yes, I gotta make the best of it. Make the best of it. Make the best of it.
Yes, I gotta make the best of it. We gotta give thanks every time. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling happy. 'Cause I am alive. I'm feeling good, 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 good. I'm feeling nice. You're feeling happy. 'Cause I am alive. Yes, I'm gonna make the best of it. The best of it. The best of it. Yes, I'm gonna make the best of it. Make the best of it. You know I'm gonna make the best of it. Make the best of it. The best of it. Yes, I'm gonna make the best of it. And you know why? Trials and tribulations, yes, they're gonna come my way. So I gotta stay strong, stand tall, be proud. You know what you gotta do? You gotta lift your head and hold it up high. Even though the road gets rough, I'm more than blessed. Greatness within me, I'll smile, I'm more than enough. Oh.
So we want to say a special thank you to the Hadid group of companies. That's the Antigua Masonry Products, Finance and Development Company Limited, Antigua, thank you, Shameen, Antigua Power Company, Hadid Motors, Caribbean Premier Motors as well. That should be Premier Motors, yes. Also, Citizen by Investment Unit, Antigua Barbuda, Intertops, Jumbie Bay Fund, Kennedy's Club Limited, State Insurance Company, Francis Trading, Team Antigua Atlantic Rowers, and of course, everyone else who contributed. And we also have to say thank you to those who dipped into their pockets because, as you know, these women were rowing for their charity, the Cottage of Hope. And it was very difficult, extremely difficult in the beginning. But they were rowing, and still are, to a certain extent, for girls who are abandoned, who have been abused.
Yes.
Vulnerable girls, those who really need help.
Who need that help,
Yes.
absolutely. So the cause is truly a good one.
It is a good one.
And I hope that everyone here tonight has been able to make some sort of contribution, no matter how small it is. I think at this point they've raised $30,000 in addition to the 40 that was promised
That's right.
by the government. So
Yes.
we're hoping that the funds will be all collected and put to great use for these vulnerable and women and young girls who are in need.
Definitely a good thing.
If you're proud to be from Antigua and Barbuda, show me your hand.
This a wonderful Antigua. May I go pick you up? May I go pick you up? Yeah. No matter where I roam, you will always be my home. Yeah. Sometimes the road get rough. May not go let you down. May not go give you up. No way. In the heat of the summertime, we make bacchanal. We love carnival. Antigua nice, sweet like paradise. Antigua nice, show it for the world to see. Antigua nice.
You know, tonight is all about Team Antigua Island Girls. So if you're here representing and supporting them, I want to see your hands in the air. If you love Antigua and Barbuda, let's go. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Now fly a flag, fly it high.
Straight up to the sky, yeah. Fly a flag, fly it high. Fly it for the world to see.
I want to see all the hands go like this.
Show the world for
Show
your
me.
flag. Show the world that
Show
you
me.
got. Show the world for your flag.
Show me where you come from.
Show the world for your
Team
flag.
Antigua Island Girls, represent now, represent now. Jump, 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 jump. Team Antigua Island Girls went across the world and come back.
Nowhere else but Antigua. May I go live me life. May I go live me life, yeah. No matter what them say, I will never run away, yeah. You always give me love. You never let me down. You never let me down, no way. 'Cause when it come to
Wine for me, wine for me, wine.
we're on the front line.
Wine,
Wine,
wine.
Antigua nice, sweet like paradise. Antigua nice, show it for the world to see. Antigua nice.
I'm not seeing enough hands right now. I'm not seeing enough Antiguans and Barbudans. Proud Antigans and Barbudans. Anybody visiting the country, show me a hand. Show me, show me. Show me, show me.
Fly a flag, fly it high, high, straight up to the sky, yeah. Fly a flag, fly it high.
I want you to try this with me now.
Fly it for the world
Scotland. Spin it all around the world and show me. Show me. Show me. We're gonna take a jump. Start a jump. Everybody come. I wanna see your flag. Everybody come. I want to hear everybody say a big warm welcome and give a big round of applause right now to these 4 brave young ladies coming across the Atlantic representing our twin island nation. I know you can do better than that, so scream for me, make some noise for them. They did a great job. Show me how you keep your body fit and right. Let's go. Keep your body. Early in the morning, while plenty are you sleeping, what you doing? What you doing? Inside the gym sweating, getting ready for fetting, cause there's one thing. Tell me what you want. I must keep my body tight. So each and every night, I jump on top of bike and ride it. But when I want to I want to see everybody with your 2 hands in the air like so. Pump it, pump it. I pump it, I pump it, I pump it, I pump it. When I pump the iron, I feel so strong. I'm a superwoman, I'm a superwoman. That's why I must treat my body, must treat my body, must keep my body tight, must keep my body, must treat my body. My whole body shaking and my heart is racing, cause I'm pumping, pumping, pumping. You want penetrating tomorrow? I might be aching, but there's something that I know what everybody wants. I must keep my body tight, so each and every night I jump on top of bike and ride it. But when I want I want to see all your hands right now. 2 hands in the air, 2 hands in the air. I pump it, I pump it, I pump it. When I pump the iron, I feel so strong. I'm a superwoman. That's why I must treat my body right. Must treat my body.
The team Antigua Atlantic Girls have been a great support from day one. They're the ones that gave us our initiation on Jean Mary, on how to row, how to navigate with Jean Mary. Scott Potter, he actually helped us with rowing techniques and training. Nico actually gave us our initiation on the water maker. And Big John, he actually came out with us, also helping us with navigation.
He came to La Gomera
to La Gomera.
See us off and help us with the last minute
with everything. And Eli and his team they were our weather guide, and we can't say thank you enough. They're the ones that paved the way with the boat. We used the same boat that they had, and we appreciate all that the entire team has done for us. If somebody asked me about doing it, I would say definitely it's something worth doing. To be honest, my expectations were a lot worse than it actually was.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually expected it to be a lot worse than it was. So that in itself is a great thing. The other thing is not because we make it seem easy. It really was a lot of hard work. So you do have to work at it. So all you do is set your goals there. We can give tips. You know, you really need to work on the navigation, your gym, and just coping mechanisms with the elements and things like that. But set your goal, and you actually have to work towards it. You can't just think, oh, I'm going to go because these are. We actually really worked hard. We did a lot of underwater training, a lot of gym training, a lot of the courses, navigation, sea survival. It is a lot of work, ocean rowing, and the VHF radio course. So it may seem easy because you see the beginning and the end, but the preparation for it was a lot of work. So be prepared to work for your goal, but it is an achievable goal once you set your target.
I was gonna say, don't do it. But now that I've been home and I've had a chance to settle down and reflect, it was a really great experience. It was a life-changing experience. We used to joke every day and say it was a character-building experience. I now know that because of this, I can do anything. And if I can do anything, any little boy, any little girl out there, they can do it as well. If it's something that you're thinking about, you should definitely give it a try.
It's not impossible at all. Just like any other goal, write the goal down and you find out what it takes to get that goal done. Baby steps. You don't have to do big steps. Any step towards that is a step towards it. And just work real hard. Be consistent. You may meet challenges, but it's a challenge. That's what it is. It brings out the best in you. You'll be stronger than you know you are. Trust me, we are stronger than we know we are. Just make the notes, find out what you need, and do what you have to do to get it done. Stay focused. You're gonna have to dig deep and go hard, but you can do it. It's not impossible.
Be prepared to fight for it. It's not gonna be easy now. Everyone wants to do this now, and there's a lot of competition to get into a spot now to row the Atlantic, which is an incredible privilege to be in, a position to be in. But be prepared to fight for it. When I signed up for this, there were 12 women who were interested, and I was prepared to fight for it. Luckily, we didn't have to fight that hard because things naturally came about, but I would say things may not be that easy now, so be prepared to fight.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity, you know the roof on fire. We go boogie, oogie, oogie, jiggle, wiggle, and dance like the roof on fire. We go drink drinks and take shots until we fall out like the roof on fire. Now baby, get my booty naked, take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire. Tell her, baby, 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 I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, 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 I'm a fireball. This way. I was born in a plane. Mama said that every word was on my name. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm burning out, I never am.
me some encouragement right now. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Come on, guys. You got to make some noise. If you want him to do that, you got to make some noise. You can do it. You got to do it for... Whoa! Well, you know he's doing it right now for Team Antigua Island girls. He just put a little viral. And he's doing it for the girls right now. Woo! 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 Give him a round of applause! Whoa! Give your hands up, give them up, give them up!
Somebody give me a round of applause to the island girls! Make some noise! Alright! You ready? We're taking a jump! We're taking a jump! Jump! I want to say, somebody say local! The island girl, I can't do it. I would not even try to do that. This is what I do, okay? We're taking a jump. One more time. Let me go. Let me go. What we say? Yo, I want me call them. See that soca. Yo, I want me call them. Carnival time in Antigua. T-shirt maskers all over. First time I hear it soca. Never seen nothing like it's a Sevilla. Everybody come full up liquor. People are jam them jump like a war. Y'all never say, hey, see that man, let me teach you how to dance to soca. Grace one, pint and villa. Say who all are tight, merely you follow. This is the first time we ever jump in a band. And a liquor and ganja. Yo, I must say, congratulations to Antigua, Team Antigua. Hey, I want to say, yo, I want me call up. Yo, I want me call up. LOL shut up next blue jean. Should I see me when the rum soaking? First I shell up jump corner. Them never hear nothing like this alone, yeah. When them see the Syrian man pop up, a people a come and I give money pull up. Kalama, place that ear up. That simply mean everybody jump up. But man fear wine pan a girl bumper. Man to man, them boy fi run up. Put away your guns when you don't get locked up. Cause we don't want the party if you don't and back up. When we step in with my head boy wrap up and our eyes is they come shoot and chop up. We just want to see the girls wine and crack up. And push back. Yo, I want me calling. Get crazy now. Yo, that's how we party. That's how we jump up. No, we're not fighting. Mama get up up. In Antigua, you know we jump rough. And we're not acting. That's how we raise up. Yo, right now I'm jamming in a band. We have some kind of cup in our hand. Cause this year we tired of the plastic one. We wonder what about 10 million. So this year, we not jump in a fork. We not jump in a spoon. We not jump in a box. This year, we rowing for that golden cup. So right now, everybody row. Everybody row. Everybody row. This year, we rowing for that golden cup. So right now, everybody row. Everybody row. Everybody wear. This year we waiting for that golden cup. Man.
We love you of this world. You are children sinners. We just want the best for you.
Give it up for Shiva School of Dance, a special choreography for Team Antigua Island Girls. I bring to you and I present to you the ladies who have made history,
Yes.
the ladies who have rowed across the Atlantic, the ladies who have represented for the 268.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvira, Kevinia, Samara, and Crystal.
Team Antigua Island Girls.
Elvira, Samara, Kevinia, Crystal and Trinella. Island girls, oh yeah. Island girls. Want us to do, we'll do for you. Anything you want us to do, we'll do for you. You want us to walk across the ocean, we'll do. You want us to follow your motion, we'll do. You want us to go down from here.
We really, really appreciate everybody's support and love. And so, this was not just a journey of us, Team Antigua Island Girls, across the Atlantic for just 3,000 miles. It was a journey for our girls at the Cottage of Hope, our people, our region, and our world. A journey that was only made possible by our remarkable sponsors, the Hadid Motors, Antigua Power Company, Finance and Development Corporation Limited, Antigua Masonry Products, Caribbean Premium Motors, Jumbi Bay Fund, Citizen by Investment Unit, Intertops, State Insurance Corporation, and Kennedy's Club Limited. Also, the Halo Foundation, who has been behind us from day one, and all the other in-kind sponsors that our list we won't leave here tonight. So we really like to say thank you, and we'll continue saying thank you throughout our journey, because if we didn't have the support from the person on the street saying a kind word, just saying you could do it, to the financial sponsors that actually made it possible to refurbish the boat, it would not have happened. So we'd really like to say thank you.
We'd also like to say a special thank you to the previous team, the Team Antigua Atlantic Rowers. Please give a big round of applause for them. They paved the way for us to row those 3,000 plus miles, and we thank you so much. And we look forward to what the next teams might bring.
I'm going to echo the sentiments of Kevinia. Special thanks to our friends and families and everyone in the country and in our world that supported us. Even the persons overseas via social media and everything. It really kept us going. It really helped a lot. You have no idea.
Okay, good night. Just like my teammates said, we want to thank everybody who really contributed to our venture. We couldn't have done it without you. Thanks to all our friends, our families, our supporters. Thanks to everybody over at Jumbi Bay, my Jumbi Bay family. Thank you, bosses, for giving me the time off. We want to thank ABS and all the different media houses who most graciously host us, did a lot of interviews, and just helped us to get our platform out there. Thanks for everybody who has donated, who has said a prayer. Thanks for everybody who believed in us. And thank you all for coming here tonight to party with us and just enjoy it and have a good night.
It's days now I can't get out of my bed, complaining. This ailment treating me wicked, stressed out, cause I don't want to miss a thing. I feel, let me hear you sing the words if you know it. Whether in sickness or health, its faith must prevail. I gotta be out there jamming down. Let's go! It's a rum and some vibe. Let me hear the whole party sing it out. Tell them I live for faith and all this jamming. Tell them, yeah, I live for faith and all this jamming. My life at a risk if I have it. Hey, each party I miss it just cost me. I'ma shake this up, cause when I jam in I just feel much better. Mix with Spaniard. Hey, hey. Big up to each and everyone here tonight. Listen, I know that cannot, hold on, Bongzilo. As Ratigan said, that cannot be an easy feat. Big up to Crystal, big up to Kevinia, big up to Elvira, big up to Samara, cause trust me, that is something I will not, and I'm not going to try. But big up yourself for the bravery and for representing the 268, all right? Enough respect to you guys. Turn it up right now. You see this carnival? You see this carnival? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Somebody check the time, my patience running in water free. Oh. And break away when I get out on the road tomorrow. It's like I could barely sleep on white plan to get on battle. Toss and turning in the sheets is waste, I have no control, no. I never wish this feeling that I ever know. That hurts to whine, but I can't whine. And I know you guys can't explain the feeling that you're feeling right now. Let me hear you sing it out. But I can't. How I big up yourself, you jump when I hear that. I would swear that it's my name and somebody calling in my mind. Sing it out like you mean it. We're gonna sing it with you. How I feel, I hope you understand me. I hope that you don't judge me. How I feel, on the beat, one time. Let's go. 1, 2, mix me. And you definitely pledge your oath to your country. Yes, you did. Sing this. A simple promise that I'll never leave you alone. I could be 95, you could still see it in the soul. Could say I old and gray, still gonna get on. Where we going? Team Island Girls, where we going? Where we going? Take me down to the magistrate, cause I can't. Bring it again. You definitely pledged an oath, and you represented the 268 to the fullest. Big up yourself. Turn it up, Spaniard. Everybody, a simple promise that I'll never leave you alone. I could be 95, you could still see it in the soul. Could say I'm old and gray, still gonna get all the way. Instead you see that. Let me hear you. Take me down to the magistrate, cause I can't wait. Oh, tell me what I have to say and swear me in. As my hands start to rain, I got pressure a little sea. What we doing? I'm taking this soca for all the people that show love. For every flag that wave up, I'm giving it all. This salt is for all who chip in, the ones before and who leaving. For every country and village, yeah, I'm giving it all. So what we tell them? Every vet, every line, Team Island Girls, this one's for you. Every jump, every wine, yeah. Every trip, everywhere. This one's for you and you and you and you. Yeah. Whoa. Well, I can tell you where you were. You were in the middle of the Atlantic. Let's go. But you reach home safe and sound. Make some noise for Team Island Girls right now. Let's go, let's go. Hello, my name is and I mix with some baka every year. You want me come out in the middle with you? Not in the middle of the Atlantic, in the middle of the stage. Turn it up, Spaniard, turn it up. Let's go, let's go. Middle of the... Hold on, pull it up, hold on. Normally when I'm performing this song and I say middle of the road, I give a road, middle of the band, middle of the... But since we on the whole road thing,
And since they rode 3,000 miles, they can row about 3 more feet. Almost out. So when we reach the middle of the road, we're going. We're going to row it down, alright? Swan ya! Hey, hey! Winter man! We're going to row with the island girls. When them party turn up, party turn up. Big up yourself. Hello, my name is Winterman and I mix with some bacchanal. Every year you know you can find me in the center of carnival. When the music hits in my brain and the vibes it drive me insane. Anytime I'm down the road now. I come to again. I come to. If you're looking for me, where? I in the middle. We're gonna take a jump up for Team Island Girls. I in the middle. Everybody now. 1, 2. Take a jump up. Yo, T and Winter representing to the fullest. Ladies, I'm so proud of y'all. T and Winter supporting and passing through. Enough respect. Big up yourself. Hold on. Give me room when I feel to whine. Whoa, I gonna cause it. I don't care if I'm a party time, lad. I gonna everything on high make me feel. It's a feeling in the air that I come to get on mad and do anything that comes to mind. Anywhere you see it. I'm a big friend. I in the middle, and I causing bacchanal. We in the middle, we in the Team Island Girls. Let's go. Big up yourself.
Put it together for Mr. T and Winter. Let's hear it for T and Winter.
All right, at this time we want to call Kavinia back on stage. She has a special presentation to make tonight.
Not really a presentation. So we wanted to introduce the race director and his team and some friends of ours, some other rowers to you guys who also made this possible and made the journey even more comfortable for us. So Carsten and team, Carsten, Thor, everybody. So this is Carsten. He's the man behind the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge. And his team, I don't know, Lee, where is Lee? Oh, why is Lee hiding? So this is his team, and Andreas. So we have and Charlotte, of course, Charlotte. So this is part of the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge organizing team. So we'd like to thank them also for starting this race and bringing it to Antigua. And we have our friends, some of the rowers, Men of War, please come. Men of War. So when you see them, you can ask them a million questions. You don't have to ask us only. They can answer. They can answer a lot of the questions about the journey across the Atlantic. And so if you're interested, invisible rower somewhere up there. Thank you. So yes, again, if you can give them a big hand and make them feel welcome, we appreciate it. Carsten, would you like to say anything?
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing here today is a great party for the extremely brave and beautiful girls, Team Antigua Island Girls. So let's give it up. They are right here. They're going to stay here on the dance floor and dance all night. I'm sure my son, he's pretty embarrassed now. Anyways, why don't we salute the girls like we do at the dog yard? So, Team Antigua Island Girls, hip hip, hip hip, hip hip, and let's have a good one, eh?
And now back to Charmaine and Neil.
All right. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, cast, and thank you, crew. Hope you're enjoying yourself and you're having fun. Don't go too far because the dance floor is going to be turned totally up, over, and all over. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you the 9 times crowned soca champion of Antigua Barbuda. She is ready to go. Lights, camera, action. Claudette, CP, Peters!
Hello! Hold on, Spaniard. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, when you see me in the place, could I have some people on the dance floor right now? The party done right now. Everybody has to dance with the Team Antigua girls. We are so proud of you guys. I mean, ladies rule, right? Woo! I love it. I couldn't wait to say that. But anyway, we need some people on the dance floor right now because this is when we climax. Let's go! Oh yeah! Let's go! Steps! We want to see some stepping in front here. Hey! Soca in there! Soca in there! Yeah! Could I hear them say? Soca music is for... Could I see some hands in the air right now, please? Let's go! Hey! I wanna see them rocking it. Hey! I wanna see you waving it high. Yeah. I wanna see you rocking the sky. I wanna see you waving it high. I wanna see them rocking the sky. You're waving it. What could be sweeter? What could be better than when you in a fest? People they shout it, people they jump it, everybody so getting wet. People throw down right, pick up their passion and come to have a ball. Sweet soca music, yes it feels so nice and it belongs. Come closer, soca music. Yeah. Sing soca music. I want to see the hands up in the air right now. I wanna see them. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Hey, look, we're jumping. Jump the road. Hey, I wanna see a chip. Hey, I hear the weatherman say that no carnival they cost too much. Mr. Man must be man. Nothing's a carnival till we jamming all day. Rain a come, thunder sober, jamming on. A little jamming on. The sun get hotter. The road it crack. Jump fix up now. No. We done set in our wave. We were 364 days so we could jam all day. Look, don't give me no stress. Leave reason we could flex. We come to rule down day. We still rolling. Why? We still rolling. Rolling on air. You got it. The party hot. Still not stopping down. Let's drop. 1, 2, 3, let's go. party show. All of my fans and friends, I love when you tell me. How to ring your events, from me east and the west. Look, I got a lot of work to do. Love me, I love you. Watch out, go, go, watch how me go. Worky, worky, and do the limbo. Watch how me wind up so. I know why the guys don't watch so. My style, it's that my wine, it rocks on my face, my bag. I'm tied, not some now. My shoes, my hat, my pants, my frock, the way I move. Wait, I'm moving up so spin it, spin it, spin it. Let's go. Whoa, whoa. I want you to dance right now, right now, right now. Move on, tell me where. Let me go. I come to play. Look, you coming down. Look, we coming down. Tell me, move on, tell me where. Move on, tell me where. Too vexy back tripping down and out from somebody. Yeah, that carnival fever painted all on my body. Whoa. When the music hit the people, they think I'm losing my mind. Tell them that it's back and all, and you know it's my time to wind up and tell you. Me and my crew, we getting on. Here's a tell you. Me and my crew, I want you to dance right now, ladies. Let me go, go. Don't tell me where, go. Let me tell you what, tip. I want to see it now. Tip. I want to see it. Tip. Let's go. Tip. Whoa. Hey, I'm now in it. Moving, pushing, shaking, jamming, rolling. Going down there, winding, rolling, pushing, shaking, jamming, rolling. Whoops. Oh boy. Alright, so we doing it so. They say you're true, they say you just get on bad like nobody on me. Little one drop a little push back first thing the list. I want to hear say. Whoa, whoa, yeah. But you all sound good. Well, this is how they raise me. Waits full of rhythm, all this to real. Pumper still talk and tell them stop complaining. Nasty, nasty. Hey, cause if they can't give me a reason, show me a sign. Why I should all up on the wine. Love to talk about what we doing. Love to call me nasty. Love to call me wild. But I ain't changing. Go now, let them come. Let them come. Said I ain't changing. Let them run. Let go. Whoa, that's how you. That's how you. That's how you. Ladies, you are awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all had me waking up 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about y'all. Man, any shark bite anybody? Like, you know, stuff. We think about stuff. And we're so happy that you're back home. We're so proud of you guys. I remember going to the gym. Kavinia said, so I was approached to do something like this. And she asked Elvira, hey, Elvira, not me. No, count me out of this. And I was shocked. Because Kavinia did say, about it, I was shocked, but I'm so proud of you guys. I mean, it's just like girl power for me and for all the young females around the world who was watching you guys. I mean, even my daughter, she was like, I wouldn't do it, but I'm so proud of them. Give it up. Give it up for these ladies, people. Tell them I'm out there already. Tell them I'm out there. What you say? Tell them I'm out there already. Tell them I'm out there. What? Hey, say your topic
people think mama said, if it don't concern me, leave it alone. So back when everybody else was in a fad, I was too young. I want to hear you sing for me, sing. And they used to, yeah, tell me, could my girls join me on stage, please? All the time, my girls come. What? I don't want no patience, no way. Y'all listen to this song, what y'all know? You sure? Yeah, what happened? When I'm in liquor, what happened now? You big now? You be getting popular now or what? You grow a little bit more? You serious? You could hold on the boat? And you're the tallest. You're the tallest. Is she? No, you are, right? Man, stay on top, big people think mama say, come on. If it don't concern me, leave it alone. So back when everybody else was in a fair, I was too young. And they used to leave me home. Yeah, they tell me all the time they talking about. Y'all say, you listen now. Wait till I grow up. Hey, I don't have no patience. No way now. It's when I want to tell them I own enough. Show me when the party is. Come and start. Yeah, leave me out of this one. No, I say no. Tell them tell them hey, Alvaro boy, why? Hey, tell them tell them whoa, let's go. Stay on top, big people think mama said, if it don't concern me, leave it alone. So back when everybody else was in a fast, I was too young. Oh. And they used to leave me home. Yeah, they tell me, you're Ryan, all the time, back up dancers, let's go. Hey, wait till I grow up. Hey, I don't want no patience. No way, now it's when I want to tell them I own enough. Show me when the party is. Come and dance, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Tell them, yeah. Tell them all day. Why? Tell them. I say, hey, tell them. Tell them all day. Why? Tell them. I want to give each other a hug. Give each other a hug. Hug. Affecting. Oh yeah. Hey. Let's go. It has so many people I want to be close to. So many people that I ain't seen yet. Every face that I could see now. Just so glad you're here, so we could all jam as one. We drinking bottle after bottle till the last one done. Come on, I need everybody close to me. So come to me, Island girls, I want to see you dancing. Let's go. I tell you, I don't wanna feel like you're never close enough. Need you next to me, yeah. Hey. Stretch out your hands and touch me. If you in arm's length, don't go nowhere. We jumping on anything that's in reach. We whining on anything that never we sign. We walking on anything behind me. Hey, in arms, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Team Antigua Island Girls, we are so proud of you. We love you. One by one, I know
Have a great wife. Have a great life.
Drinking bottle after bottle till the last one done.
Yes, give it up for Crawley. Give it up for Crawley, Peters. Give it up, give it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen.